Happy Thursday. Welcome to Pandemic Science. This is actually the second time I will run through this. I run through this lesson with the elementary like at 1 o'clock. You're always welcome to come check out any of my 1 o'clock streams. Every day, 1 o'clock. I do all kinds of different fun STEM stuff. The 2 o'clock on Thursday is for the junior high. We just kind of have a little more of a sophisticated conversation with you guys. So these STEM requirements here are, we're just asking that you are using integrity. You come to either this stream or you do Ann's stream at 1 o'clock on Monday. You just pick one, show up, and enjoy, okay? So if you notice that, my streams so far are just on YouTube. So it's much more of like a one-way thing. You do not have to, if you have any questions, you can just add them right into the chat and we will talk about them. But for the most part, you can just be chill and you can just watch and enjoy. So I wanted to do a pandemic science class for a while because there's just, we're in the thick of it, guys, COVID is all over the place. Pandemic, pan, prefix means all over, right? So it's all over the world and it's certainly all over our lives right now, So we're going to talk a little bit about it. Today is since it's the first one, I have a real lighthearted and silly video that I made that I'm going to show you guys. Hey, Ginger. Let's see, who do we got here? We got Sherry thinks that she's in Pete's class. Cool. And we got Jason and Ginger. What time will Answer Plays Minecraft? 1 o'clock. Most of my streams are at 1 o'clock every day. Friday, 1 o'clock is Answer Plays Minecraft. At the end of this show, I'll talk a little bit about that and how to get on and play with us, okay? Okay, so today for Pandemic Science, we're going to talk about a reality of COVID that is like, hello, Matthew, a reality of COVID that is like totally in our lives. And that is masks, right? So we wear masks for two reasons. Hi, Dagny. We wear masks for two reasons. Dagny, I think that I'm going to show a video today, and I think that a video that your mother sent me was an inspiration for today. So I think it was her. Ryan, Josh, Clark, hello guys. Welcome aboard. Come on in and chill. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, okay? So we're going to talk about masks today, okay? Masks are certainly a big part of our lives right now. They are a real hot button issue, right? I mean, people are super upset about wearing masks. My goodness, it's like nuts, right? You just like put them on your face, right? Not a big deal. And yet it is a super big deal for two reasons. One, it really is one of the only effective things that we have to help stop the spreading of coronavirus, right? Good. I'm glad you know that you're in my class. Hello, John, Maya. Good to see you guys. Welcome aboard. So yeah, masks, and they do two things, okay? Actually, let's go over our learning target. Learning target real quick. I can stay safe by using masks correctly. You got it. So masks do two things. The first one is that it protects other people from you. One of the real insidious things about COVID-19 is that you can be infected and not know it. And that is actually really common for young people like you. For some reason, young people, when they get infected just like everyone else. But when they do get it, their symptoms are so mild that they basically don't know they have it at all. But the dangerous thing is that you can still spread it to other people. So you wear masks so that if you have COVID-19, you are protecting other people from you. Okay, so that's the first reason. And then the second reason you wear masks is to protect yourself from other people. One of the things we're learning about the disease is that, let's see, hold on. Noah says, I have an appointment. Is that okay? Guys, this stream is going to go on my YouTube channel right after it's done. So if you need to leave, that's cool. Just make sure that you watch it before next week, okay? What were we talking about? Oh, yes. So one thing that we're learning about COVID-19 is that the amount of virus that you get when you become infected has a strong correlation to how sick you get. So if you breathe in a large amount of the virus, if you get a large viral load, then you can get really sick. And if you get a tiny little bit, then your symptoms might be so low that you might be considered asymptomatic. So that's what you'd want. So you wear masks for two reasons. One, protect other people. Two, it protects yourself. And guys, man, I mean, like, the masks, they are so effective. And so I'm going to show you a video today of why, oh my goodness, took my glasses off. There we go. I'm going to show you a video I made about the effectiveness of masks. It's a little silly. I hope that you enjoy it. We're going to watch it together right now, okay? Let's see. John has a puppy. I'm glad that you have a puppy. I have a puppy, and they are the best. Okay, let's watch this video. You're going to see that one of your colleagues helped me make this video. You'll see him later in the video. Okay, here we go.
So masks not only protect you from other people and getting large amounts of the viral load, but they also protect other people from you. So in order to demonstrate that, I am going to get a little help from my friend.
Okay, so I'm measuring 6 feet away for like the social distance guideline, right?
Okay, so here we are outside. We are going to test how effective social distancing is. I have here a can of spray paint to simulate a cough. Right now we understand that coronavirus transmits by the little droplets of moisture that come out of our mouths, our nose, our lungs while we cough, while we talk, or while sometimes even when we breathe. So I've measured out.
Yep, the Gaga ball pit is still there.
6 feet of social distance from my friend here, and I'm going to blast some spray paint, and we're going to see if the 6 feet helps prevent any of it from catching him on the face. 6 feet. An open thing. Feet. Cough, cough. Okay, there you go. So 6 feet. Nothing ended up on his face.
Now I know from the video, like the angle the camera looks, it looks like that spray paint went right in his face. But actually from outside, you see that it just kind of like spread out everywhere and didn't really, and you can see none of the paint got stuck to his face.
So that is a good piece of evidence that social distancing helps. Okay, so that was a success. Now we're going to try the same thing again. I've measured out now 3 feet. What we know is that people, when they naturally stand in front of each other and speak, it's anywhere from 2.5 to 3 feet. They just kind of, human nature puts people about 2.5 to 3 feet apart. That's what we're comfortable with. So now we're going to see what that distance does in terms of being able to pass moisture droplets. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so actually, like, it's hard to tell maybe with the lighting, but there's a bit of an orange tint, on his face. It's like on his nose and under his lip, and then on his cheeks too.
Okay, well, as you can see, we have, maybe it's hard to see, but we have some.
So the first test was 6 feet away, social distancing, and that was fine. But the second test, guys, yeah, it's 3 feet to 2.5 feet. If you notice, like if you're talking to your friend or something, you're just standing next to them, if you look at your feet, it's about 2.5, 3 feet away. It's just what humans are naturally comfortable with. And it's called like social distance, like a social bubble. Some people are not good at that. And if you notice, when you're just talking to your friend, if you creep inside that 2.5 feet, just get a little bit closer to them, they will naturally, without like even noticing what they do, they'll just like naturally back off a little bit. So this is like an example of how our natural distance away from each other is not enough. You can see on his nose and in the cheek there is the orange spray paint.
Orange tinting here on our guy. So the natural distance we speak probably is not as good as if we were 6 feet apart. Also, I will just say that I think I might have gotten more paint in my face than my friend here. So it goes to show you that being outside, the air really helps mix things up. If we were inside, I bet he would have caught a lot more on his face. Okay, this time we are going to use blue paint so that there's a little bit of contrast. And I am going to hold up one of Answer's masks. These are the masks that we give out to our visitors. I've just taped it to some sticks so that I can hold it better. And I'm going to blast, I'm going to pretend like our cough cough is behind a mask. So that way we can see how effective masks are at stopping little droplets from getting to our friend. Okay, test of mask.
So this is also
3 feet to
3 feet
2.5
test
feet.
and with mask on the face.
Pretty good. Let's try 1 foot. Cough, cough.
I'm trying really hard there to actually get this paint on the face. I'm like, I really wanted this.
Half a foot.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, let's do half a foot, 6 inches.
I'm getting all over me. Okay, here, let's try.
I mean, I bought this face. I
Like,
really wanted
right in
it to
front.
just cover the whole thing in blue. I thought it would be funny. So now we're gonna do like 1 inch away. You can see some of the orange tint under the nose. There you go, guys. No blue paint.
So as you can see, it went everywhere except where it should not go.
Yeah, so that is that was pretty surprising to me. I thought that like if this is the face, I thought that holding the mask up this close with a can of spray paint, I thought some of it would just kind of like bleed through and that it would leak around the sides of the mask. The mask did like a super job. Not a single drop of blue paint made it on that face. So go mask, you know? Okay, so that was the first test. That's showing how wearing a mask, like if the paint is like the virus in your lungs, by putting a mask in front of your face, you can prevent it from spraying into other people's breathing, right? So that's the first reason we wear a mask, to protect other people. This next part of the video is going to be a demonstration of how the mask protects you from other people. And this is really silly, not very scientific, but it is a good demonstration. Here is, and you'll recognize one of your colleagues helping me out with this part.
Okay, so we are here. I have a helper. What is your name?
Quinn.
Quinn, and where are we, Quinn?
The school.
We're at the school. Okay, and we are going to do a little demonstration of the second function of masks.
So Jason asks, what happens? Yeah, so you see a lot of people wearing masks and they're not covering their nose like this. How many of you have seen, put your hand up if you have seen people wear masks like this. And, you know, I was at Winco this morning. I saw a guy walking around like this. Like, come on, dude. You know? Yes, that is Quinn. Okay, so Jason, that is a great question. What happens if you wear your mask below your nose? We're going to do 3 tests here. You can see the answer for yourself.
The first function is to protect other people from yourself. If you happen to be infected and you don't know it, then you want to make sure that the droplets from your lungs are not getting in other people's faces. But masks serve an important second function also, and that is they protect you from other people also. So we are learning that the coronavirus, like the amount of the virus load that you get when you become infected really plays a large part in how sick you get. So if you receive a large amount of the virus, then you get really sick. And if you receive a very tiny, small amount, maybe some tiny little part crept through your mouth, then you might not have any symptoms at all. So what do you have there?
Whipped cream.
So hold it up a little bit there. It's got some whipped cream. And what do you think the whipped cream represents?
The virus.
The virus, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on
Same
some
day.
goggles. And I have my mask here. This is my answer-issued mask. And Quinn is going to put some virus in my face. And we're going to see how well my face is protected from the virus. Okay, go for it. Okay, so for one, I can't feel any of the whipped cream. So let me take this off here. Take off my, okay. And as you can see, I'm pretty good. I'm going to change my masks here for test number 2. Okay. My second answer issued mask. So as you can see, none of the virus got onto my eye opening or my nose or my mouth, all right? So that's important. I'm going to put on my mask again, fit it to my face. Now, sometimes you see people not doing a very good job of wearing the mask. Sometimes you see them with that below their nose like this, right? You've seen this? People wear this? Okay, let's see what happens when you wear your mask incorrectly. Okay, so this time I was less protected. Obviously, I'm not wearing any goggles, so my eyes could possibly be infected, but also my nose here has received a large amount of the whipped cream. So that would probably mean that I would get pretty sick, okay? Now, there is also a third possibility, which is that you see people walking around with no masks at all. So let's test that whole thing out also. Okay, no answer issued mask this time. We'll see. This is what happens when you walk around in public. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I have received a large amount of the coronavirus, and I'm probably going to be pretty sick because of this. Thank you for your help, Quinn.
I'm on mute. I'm back. I'm back. Thank you, guys. Okay. I'm back. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, just that, this whipped cream test is not very scientific. And that it's not really a good demonstration. I mean, it's just kind of like an example of why wearing your mask incorrectly doesn't really protect you or anyone else, right? So like when you wear your mask under your nose, not really helping you out, okay? All right, so let us talk about, I just want, before we go, there's one more thing that I want to do. I want to show you some of the masks I got here. One of my, I got from the operating room nurse manager at St. Luke's downtown, the hospital downtown. They gave me one of their medical grade N95 masks. Okay, so this has straps and it goes over your head, and you open it up like this, and it has this wire in here that you need to bend and fit around your face. They do what's called a fit test. And what a fit test is that you seal it around the top of your nose and then underneath your chin, and they put your head in a bubble, and they fill the bubble with saccharin, which is like a very sweet chemical. And if you breathe in and you can smell the sweetness, then they know that you did not fit your mask correctly. So you hear the term N95 a lot. So an N95 is fitted to your face and it filters out 95% of airborne particles. Okay? So yes, it does. It looks like a duckbill. It's a pretty bizarre thing, you know. I think that they wear a regular mask or something like they use both when they need something like that. So this is for filtering out air particles. This is a surgical mask. Okay, so this is not an N95. This is like what they would wear in regular surgery. And the purpose of this mask is to prevent like liquid splatter, things like that, you know, and your own breath from going. And so it's just there to keep everything sterilized, right? So this is for filtering out air particles. This is for preventing like splash. Okay. And then let's see what else I have here. I have another. This is also an N95. You can see on the side here, it says N95. So this is an N95, but this is a commercial N95 mask. It is not for surgery, but like maybe you can buy one of these at like Home Depot. Maybe you're painting your house or you're, sanding a lot of wood, right? And you don't want the particulates to get into your breathing. Now this mask doesn't seal quite as well around your face, so it's less effective than the surgical mask. All right, I got 3 other masks to show you. This is a simple mask. This is just like a face mask. This one came from Answer. This is the mask that we give our guests to make sure that when they come into the building, they are protecting themselves and they are protecting you guys from the coronavirus. Okay, so this is not a surgical mask. It is not an N95, but it does, you can see from the whipped cream, and this is also the one that I used in the spray paint test. So it's actually still quite effective. This is a mask. This is a commercial mask I bought at Target. So it's pretty comfortable, easy to wear, and cool. And it's just, an easy thing to wear. And it's made pretty well because, came from Target. And man, these guys get caught on my glasses all the time. Okay. And then last, this is a homemade mask. This is just a cloth mask. I picked this one. My friend had a whole bunch of them that she let me pick from, and I picked this one because I thought it was pretty. I like the purple and the daisies. So this is just some cloth, and it's stitched together, and it has hair ties, which they use as loops, and it just goes around the mask like this, like that. There you go. And that's it. Okay. Now I want to show you something with with all these except for the N95 fitted one does this to me. Okay. So watch my glasses here. Ready? You can see my breath fogs up my glasses. That is super annoying for me, having to wear the masks, because all of my breath, instead of going out, it escapes up and into my glasses. So that's rather annoying, but it's nice that my breath is not going everywhere in front of other people's faces. These homemade masks here has a little slot, see, so that you can put in an additional filter inside there to make the mask even more effective, okay? All right, guys, that's kind of it today. If you have any other questions, what about bandanas? So, good question. What about bandanas? I have heard that recently St. Al's, the other hospital in town, has just banned bandanas. They say that they no longer accept them. Here, let me see if I can pull up that thing. I'm going to do it real quick. That's a good question because you see a lot of bandanas, right? Let's see. Here it is, St. Al's. I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to share it with you guys. Oh, I opened the wrong thing. Hold on. There it is. Okay, here we go. There you go. So this is St. Al's, the hospital in town. They have changed their masks. So they're not allowing bandanas or the masks with the little breathing thing on the side, or these like what they're called, I guess, gator style. I haven't really seen those. But yeah, so I guess those are like less effective, you know? And the other thing that I have heard is that face shields, so like, you know, just big piece of plastic in front, doesn't really do anything. If it's good, but only it's better if you have that, but you have to have a mask also. So those face shields with no mask doesn't really do anything. Face shield with a mask is better. So yeah, not really effective. Okay, guys. So any other questions we got going on today? Not effective. Yeah. Okay. Super cool. Okay. Before I go, I mean, that's the end of this class, but I want to go over some real thing. If you want to join us for Minecraft tomorrow, then what you do is you're going to go to my website, mrincorvia.com. Okay. You can also get there by going to the answerspecials.com, and then that's how you got to my stream today, right? So go to mrincorvia.com. Here it is, and what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down this Minecraft server information right here. You have to log into your school account to be able to see it, but then that will get you there, okay? Also, here are all of my 1 o'clock shows every single day, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock, Pirate Science. Guys, I made black powder, which is gunpowder, and we're going to blow some stuff up next Monday, 1 o'clock. You should totally come check it out, okay? Coding with Captain, we're going to make stuff. Pandemic Science is where you are, and tomorrow is Answer Plays Minecraft. So that is super fun. Go to mrincorvia.com for all your cool science stuff. If your parents are ever like, hey, too much computer, you can be like, hey, I'm just on mrincorvia.com. You know, the fun place for all STEM stuff. And they'll be like, okay, you know? The Minecraft runs, yes, the Windows 10 version, because that way you can play on your phone, you can play on Xbox, you can play on PlayStation. That's why I picked it. If you're playing on the Java, then the only server you can play on is other Javas. So that's why I went with that. Okay, guys, it's been super fun. I'm glad to have seen you all today. Fletcher, I see you lurking there in the background. Henry. I'm glad you guys showed up today. I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock for Answer Plays Minecraft, or again next week here, 2 o'clock for our next episode of Pandemic Science. Next week, what we're going to do is we're going to go over some numbers and great websites which you can play around with that will just blow your mind about like what is going on with this like pandemic stuff, okay? And then the week after that, we're going to interview a director at St. Luke's. So if you have any COVID coronavirus questions, then what you should do is you should email them to me at rincorvia@answercharterschool.org, and I will ask them to a real expert. Okay? Guys, take care. I'll see you either tomorrow or next week.